Hi there, my name is Matthew. I'm the founder of the Business Builders, and I'm here with one of our clients, Will. And in this video, we're just going to be going through and asking Will some questions about his experience with us and his experience with buying a business, why he bought it, how the service was, and all that kind of thing. So thanks, Will. Thanks for joining us in this call. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Matthew, for having me.
I guess I just wanted to open it up to ask, what was your reason for wanting to buy a business? What were you looking to get out of it?
So originally, my wife and I had actually just sold a business a couple of years ago and just looking for the next opportunity. And I just was actually on the website of the bizbuysell.com and came across your advertisement for this, found it really intriguing, reached out. You guys reached back, talked with Matt here in the U.S. and just answered, just really answered all our questions and found the opportunity exciting. We're looking for something where we can do from anywhere. My wife and I want to travel, and so that was a big plus, is being able to do this business from anywhere. The experience that you guys have had, and just knowing that you've done this and you've helped other businesses before, your track record was a huge win for us as well.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. And in terms of the package, what attracted you most about the package and what we offered?
I think just knowing what things typically cost and other things that I've tried before. I've done some coaching things before, and just the value that you guys brought to the table and all that was included in that. Now I paid $5,000 or $6,000 just for coaching alone. And the website building is quite a bit, on top of that. And so just everything that you guys offered and to help get us started and also not charge an ongoing fee. We were part of a franchise before, and so there's franchise fees that you pay and ongoing marketing and everything. Just additional expenses, and so I think the value of the package, what I saw pretty quickly, and how much value you guys bring to the table, and you're along with that expertise.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I remember when I was working as like a police officer, and I was realizing that I'm away on Christmas, I'm away on basically every holiday or significant event, and when I first got started, I bought like this course, I bought that course, I bought this one, I bought that one, I got coaching, I found another coach, I bought another course just to get access to that coaching. And by the time, I think I added it up, actually, when I was creating a video for one of our promotionals, I calculated it, we had spent $250,000 on personal education so far. And it actually, we still spend a lot of money on learning and stuff like that, which now it feels okay, but before it was like, that's a big pain. So the way we basically packaged it was for someone like me a couple of years back, where they really didn't have all of the different things and didn't want to go through the whole roller coaster of buying all this, sifting through the crap, in a sense. And so that's really interesting. So when you got started with us, how was your onboarding experience with the website design and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that was good. It's always a little, you buy into something, you have those questions or doubts come in, not necessarily buyer's remorse, but you're like, okay, is this going to work? And are they what they say they are? And, as we got to the end of the build and things like that, and I saw the website, I was really, really pleased with how everything turned out. Reached out to some friends of mine, showed my wife the website, my son's excited about the business as well.
That's awesome.
And then showed some friends of mine, and they're like, man, that looks fantastic. And so I was super pleased with onboarding, the build process. And just really happy with that whole thing.
No, I'm glad to hear that. Journaling does a really good job. Now, if you saw like my first website that we started actually making sales in, you'd probably vomit. It was like so bad. The load time, it didn't even load properly. There was like typos because I would rush through doing it. There was like, it didn't even work. I put in the wrong email address. The whole flow of the website didn't. Yeah. So like, you're kind of like, in a sense, we kind of designed it in such a way that skipped past all the pain that I experienced when I first got started. So I'm glad to hear that. In terms of like the service and the communication with you, was it up to your standard in terms of how we communicated with you and how frequently and stuff like that?
Yeah, it would. I was really happy with communication. Of course, anytime I have a question, you guys are always really quick to respond. And I've never felt like I've had to just wait around for you guys to respond. Yeah, of course, the time difference that's a challenge, but that's only because of where we are in the world, And so just our days don't necessarily align, but. I think for me, the good thing is I'm doing this as a side hustle. My whole goal with this is to be able to leave my full-time job at some point and to be able to retire my wife as well. And so I'm working in the evening when you guys, it's your morning. So that does work out pretty well right now. So,
oh, that's good. How did you find the coaching with me personally? Did you find that it answered your questions? Was it more than like customer service style support? How did you find it? We haven't spoken too much just yet, but so far, how's your feeling been about it?
Yeah, it's been good. I always like that personal, I'll be able to do this, talk on Zoom, but I understand too that the time of the day, or that we're completely different time zones, different parts of the world. But then also you've got other people that you've got to support as well. So I was a little hesitant, honestly, about the email. Like, how's this going to work and how's this going to be? But I think it worked pretty well. And then with the videos that you do, also, I think you've done a couple videos for me already, and so those are helpful too. So the visual piece of that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer the videos where I'm like, hey, Will, this is what you need to do, this is how to do it, or do you prefer the emails?
I think it depends on the question. If it's something that maybe lends itself to being more visual, I probably would tend to prefer that. But if it's just a quick question, I've had some questions about suppliers having questions about certain things. I don't mind actually the email. I think it's probably even a little bit quicker, maybe for you and even to read for me. But yeah, that's a interesting question, because I like both, but I think it just kind of depends on the actual question itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's good. In terms of, I know that you've just gotten started, in terms of suppliers, how have you found how difficult it is to get new suppliers on board? Have you found that as a challenge?
It's actually been easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly. There's quite a few that haven't responded that I've put in inquiries to, but the ones that have seem to be pretty open to bringing me on board and very interested. I had one today that we've already talked about, but this one supplier said, "Hey, I can introduce you to other suppliers in the industry if you're interested." I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. So it's kind of cool to talk to somebody, and then they're willing to get you in the door with other people and really help you out. So that's been the coolest experience so far for me.
Yeah. Okay. No, awesome. No, I don't have you've really answered all my questions. I really appreciate that. I guess my last question that I always ask people is, considering the experience that you've had with us so far, would you go back and do it again, or would you say, "Oh, I'd probably just do it myself. The website was pretty easy," or how do you feel about the whole thing?
Yeah, I would say without a doubt, 100%, I would do it again. I know the value of other people, bringing other people on board that are experts at what you want to do. And so I don't know that I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now if it hadn't been for you guys. You have to work with the website. I've done some website builds before, but it takes a while. And to be able to get in for really a relatively low entry fee, personally, what I think, it's totally worth the value. And yeah, I would do it again. Like I mentioned before, my son's really excited about the business. He's 17, but I can also see us coming back and letting him learn the business, but then maybe even doing another one with you guys too. So for him,
that's awesome. That's awesome. Maybe you're gonna have to do a trip to Australia to come and visit.
Absolutely, right off as a business expense, right? Yeah, my wife's already.
100%. No,
on our bucket list. You guys want to visit Australia, want to visit New Zealand, so yeah, definitely have to come over there.
Well, this is the time for a snowboarding season, so definitely.
Oh yeah.
But no, I really appreciate everything you've shared, and thank you for taking the time.
Yes, thank you.